Welcome to April 16th. It's a Thursday. It feels like January 16th, not April 16th out there. But better weather is coming. The current storm system, which is over the Rockies right now, will continue to bring snow and unseasonably cold conditions throughout a good part of the day. Although I think by early to mid-afternoon, we'll see the snow really come to a quick end on the plains, although it'll continue in the high country. Possible record cold in many areas tonight. We're looking at lows getting close to record territory. This storm has brought a lot of snow and cold back into the region. We're getting reports of 2 feet of snow or more in the mountains of southern Wyoming and northern Colorado, the Sierra Madres, the Snowy Range, the mountains of Larimer County, Jackson and Routt County. We're going to have areas that get 2 to 3 feet of snow out of this pattern. Now, temperatures are going to moderate some by Friday and into the weekend and into early next week. So better weather's coming. Now, it's going to be more mild, but not necessarily a dry pattern. I do see opportunities for more precipitation coming, but the good news is the severe cold, at least for now, is going to ease starting tomorrow and more so by the weekend. This is where we are right now. Here's that low we've been watching all week. It's come in about as expected, bringing the snow and the cold, but it will head off to the east, allowing a little bit of a change in the weather pattern. By Sunday, we see a little bit more of a westerly flow from the Pacific. We still have a Gulf of Alaska ridge, but it's not as strong, so a bit more of a more mild airflow. The real cold weather going to be more directed to this part of the country here by the weekend. As we look ahead, we do see that these temperatures are going to just be off the charts for tonight and into tomorrow. These are our temperatures relative to average for later today. You can see a lot of purple. Now, yesterday I had several questions about the purple monster. This is the purple monster that we were talking about as being the severe cold yesterday. It's not this purple monster, but Barney was my inspiration. Notice the color of Barney, very close to the color of the severe cold that's showing up on the weather charts here. But we can say goodbye to Barney and the purple monster and warmer temperatures. Look at all the orange and yellow east of the divide. This is by next Tuesday afternoon. So we can see that temperatures actually by early next week get a little bit warmer than normal. So we do see some better days coming, not as severely cold. And you can see that with the upper level charts. This is by Tuesday morning. High pressure not nearly as strong in the Gulf of Alaska. This big low there is pushing in and trying to erase that. We got this little guy in California that's going to come our way. This is why we're saying it's going to be a more mild, but not necessarily a dry forecast, because this low will likely produce instability and moisture that could bring us some good old-fashioned shower activity as we get into the early to middle portions of next week. But at least it will be mild. By late next week and next weekend, here's our next troublemaker. We have another low coming into the Great Basin. This system needs to be watched. Right now, I would give it a question mark. But if we were to talk about the next larger storm, it'll be late next week or the weekend of the 25th and the 26th, with another low coming in behind it. What we're seeing, though, notice this blue area here. It's smaller. We're seeing the polar vortex sort of losing steam as we get to late April and into early May, which is what you would expect. And that should mean not as much cold air getting cut loose, but at the same time, with these systems coming through, precipitation chances are going to remain fairly frequent. Thanks for tuning in to the Day Weather Podcast. We'll talk to you on Friday. We'll have better news and we'll get rid of this cold, but we do have to suffer through today and tonight. So stay